Jesus Christ be praised.
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again? All right. But we still have to make a bet.
Here's the money.
Good. Defend yourself. Farewell.
I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all.
Oh, say, Henry. You battered me pretty good. Here's your money. Enjoy it.
Woke up. Listening.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
Good day to you. What would you like?
Are you still fighting sometimes?
Sure. What else am I supposed to do all day?
What about another brawl?
Damn, you're enjoying this. But don't forget the bet.
Here's the money.
That's more like it. Are you ready?
Go fuck yourself. Just you wait.
Did you hear about what happened in Rio at the hill? Replaced by the orchestra. What then? Has the water strike been up to his mischief again?
You really kicked my ass.
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings. You earned it.
Miller Volska says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody...
Good day. What would you like?
Well,
Of course.
what about one?
I don't have any... Not so...
I do. Here.
Say... All right.
Thanks for the...
You're gonna shove your thanks up. Here. It's... Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by.
So how about that book of yours, Crazel?
Wouldn't you like to know?
All secretive again, are we? I thought we got past that.
Sorry, Henry. Force of habit. My great work is complete. I picked up where Black Bertolt left off and brought his conclusions to a close. I believe that my work will lay the foundations of a new world where knowledge will forever reign over darkness.
Sounds interesting. Could I at least get a peek?
Sorry, Henry, but that won't happen. If anyone heard about the book, the church would be after me, like a dog after a rabbit. I hid the original so well, even you wouldn't be able to find it. Believe me, I made an effort.
You know I'd never tell anyone about it.
And what if you were tortured, huh? No. You can never be too sure. I even made an exact copy, just to be safe. That was even more work than we had with the original.
So maybe you could lend me this copy?
It's no longer here. I paid a messenger to take it to Kuttenberg, to someone I owe a lot to.
Good doggy. Good boy. Good thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semi?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much, but it's all they could scrounge up.
I didn't expect that at all. I thought I'd never see them again.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon. There's no other like it.
Where can I find the gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did you send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is. I was in that group they attacked.
You were, eh? Then you were bloody lucky to come out of it alive. The ones that attacked you ain't any ordinary footpads. They weren't there for the silver.
What did they want then?
Lord knows, lad. Some higher goal, I reckon. Those types are the worst.
What's the gob like? Tell me about him.
What can I tell you? He's just the best. He's a mountain of a man. A hell of a warrior. Bloody smart, too. But he's too old and too proud to give up on his craft and go and rest on his laurels. I like the bloke. I really do. He deserves to die in peace, with a woman in his arms, not being hunted down like some vermin.
How many men did you send with him?
7 of our most experienced. And well armed.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favor to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonorable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresons Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
Well, I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it.
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being serious.
What do you mean? I've got this here treasure map, and I'm looking for gold.
Oh, don't be shy. Let me see it.
And why would I do that? So you can pinch it?
I only want to help. I know these parts. What if you're looking in the wrong place entirely?
Well, you could be right. Fuck it. Here, take a look. But give it right back. Give it to me. Stop trying to piss me off. Give it here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you've been deceived.
What?
This is no map. I've seen a fair few in my time, and this is just a bunch of scribbles.
What? But how can you tell?
Well, I thought it was odd just from the parchment it was scrawled on. It's very delicate, and the lines... It looks like no map I've ever seen. Sorry.
Fuck. You might as well keep it then. I'll kill you. Alert! Alert! Go fuck yourself!
I feel quite hungry!
Show your stuff!
Gules sent me.
What? Why should I believe you?
Please. Just surrender, and I'll spare you.
Show your stuff! What do you want?
I feel quite hungry!
You're mine! Attack! Now you're gonna get it! Attack! Everyone, get over here! silly doggy.
What can you do?
God be with you.
I took out the gob's band.
Well, well. Nice work, lad. And what about the, request I made? Did you think about it, at least?
I'm sorry. I had no choice. It was either him or me.
Did you at least make it quick?
It was. Quick and clean.
At least that. I don't need to hear any more. And what about the shield?
I've got it.
Aye. That's it.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep it.
You're a cheeky bastard, aren't you? First you murder my best friend, and then you want to deprive me of the only thing I have left from him. Forget it.
Suit yourself. Who's the last one?
I saved the worst one for last. Casper. Only you'll have to wait a few days before I find him. See you soon, my friend.
Willkommen. Was möchtest du?
What do you...
Word about the...
Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Thank you, and take care.
How can I help you?
What do you... Let's talk about...
All right.
Is this enough?
That sounds really...
And it looked like we'd never agree.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
God be with you.
There. I'll be right there. Better already.
You having problems with the Geliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious. I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Geliovites right away.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Geliov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective, too. Now I mean you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
All right, then. Olbram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Olbram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught. Why do you and the Geliov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Geliovites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it, and remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around, and that pasture belonged to Geliov.
I'll be right with you.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Geliovites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Geliovites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burgov for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Trotskovitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
apologize.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Project said you might know something.
Did you get tired of blacksmithing and take up farming instead? I just happen to know of something. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away. You're in the trade, so I can tell you. Listen up then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off, you add a little herb Paris.
That doesn't sound too complicated. Thank you.
Greetings to you.
That nobleman came back. He said he's not going to let it drop.
Verdammt hochnäsig. Gepriesen sei der...
I'll have a look at the web.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
So you're the one howling like mad. That fella doesn't look too good. No wonder the dog's howling like mad. Its master is running out of time. So, what's wrong with you, fella? I recognise this. It looks like he ate some belladonna. He needs an antidote. That'll help. But quickly, or he'll die soon. Here you go.
What's happened?
So you're finally awake.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm saving your life. I found you here dying of poisoning. Probably belladonna.
So that's what those berries are called.
Yes. You should never eat them again.
Don't worry. I reckon I owe you for saving my life. My name is Benesh of Colleen. And you? May I know the name of my savior?
Henry of Skalitz.
The way you say it betrays a noble blood. Thank you for saving me. You deserve a reward.
You should be thanking your dog. It led me to you.
You mean Daisy? That's my girl. But still, Daisy didn't heal me. You did.
I won't turn down a reward.
Here. It's not much, especially for saving my life, but it's all I have on me right now.
What are you even doing here?
That's actually a fairly short story. And it's only thanks to you, it's not even shorter. I was getting tired of living the life of an esteemed burgher. Well, my father had great plans for me, but I wanted adventure. To see the world, or at least see something other than stinky Colleen. So I took my fate into my own hands and fled.
So how long have you been on the road?
A few days.
You got yourself into shit pretty quick.
You don't say. I suppose it was a stupid idea, and I should return.
That's for you to decide.
I know.
If you're a burgher, and an esteemed one at that, as you put it yourself, you must be educated.
Yes, I owe my dear father for that. Why?
Maybe I could learn something from you.
With pleasure. I still owe you, but listen carefully. I'm about as good a teacher as I am an adventurer.
You have a kind master, eh? Mutt?
Greetings. Good doggy. Good boy. You have a kind mouth. Hey, doggy.
Good to see you.
Oh, you mutt.
sei Gott. This
Excellent.
Hola.
I'm glad you found.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Or perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
All right, here's the money.
And here's the paint. Be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't come off easily. Is that all, or is there anything else I can do for you? Careful.
Stop! Go to hell! Enough! I give up!
Back on your feet, now! We aren't done yet!
Titsuisiinko Tirgauno siis tänne?
God grant you health.
That's a nice bull you've got there. An extraordinary specimen.
Aye, our Arnostek. He's living the best life of us all. He's also the reason I got my ass kicked the other day.
What happened?
Old Bram wants someone to watch him every night. It was my turn that day, but I kind of fell asleep.
You fell asleep? How so?
Well, it was really hot that day, and since I was watching Arnostek all day in the pen, I got really thirsty. So I went to the tavern that night, just for 2 beers.
And you got drunk as a fiddler?
When old Bram found out in the morning, he took a stick to my back, even though nothing happened. Arnostek was in the byre all night, asleep. Take care, sir.
You silly doggy.
I was just...
Aye, our bull. Olbram's, that is the finest animal far and wide. Olbram's really protective of it.
What do you mean?
For example, we have to watch it all night. Do you know how many times I've stepped in shit in the dark because of this? See you later, my friend.
What's up? Why don't you go home?
I heard something. Did I must be mad. Fuck it. Enough! Don't try it again!
All right. What am I gonna do with you? Aye. This'll be good.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. Go be with
I apologize.
It's done. Olbram's bull isn't as white as it used to be.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, mate. Olbram must be having a fit. I can almost see it.
To hell with the fucking fix. The lousy cities are...
All right, then. Here's the reward I promised you. Every last groschen.
Thanks.
And since you already got caught up in our little dispute, maybe you can help me with something else.
So, what can I help the Takovites with this time?
We're planning to meet with the Geliovites in the pasture that they keep arguing with us about. We'll sort it all out with them there. Nicely. Man to man. Wouldn't you like to join us?
Why not? After painting that bull, it would actually be quite a pleasant change to talk things over face-to-face.
Aye. Talk. We'll get into a huge argument and then start punching each other in the gob. So then, should I send for Olbram so we can get going?
All right then. Let's paint them Jeliovites so black and blue that they'll envy Olbrum's bull.
That's what I like to hear. Come, let's get the lads together and get going. Hey there, Jeliovites! Did you miss us?
You know they did. They could hardly sleep.
Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Jeliov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. And they brought a stranger. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard right over there.
What do we care where you got smacked around?
Don't laugh at him.
It's been so many years. Who knows where Olbrum got beaten up?
Exactly! Seems a bit too convenient that he's the only one who remembers that the whole pasture belongs to them. The old coot hardly remembers which hole is for eating and which is for shitting.
Old Olbrum's always fuming, says half the pasture's his. Claim he'd graze his own bull there, but he's a fool, he is.
What did you say, you ass? Keep my nothing out of your mouth. You know how long it took to wash off all that bloody pigs? Which one of you was it?
So what? That was just a bit of fun.
You'll laugh on the other side of your face when we kick your asses.
That's right. Get 'em, lad.
For God's sake, wait! You're really gonna let yourself get beaten up just because Olbrum told you to?
If he finally admitted the pasture is ours, we could have settled this ages ago.
The lad's right. What are you talking about, Flinty Dick?
Why should I let myself get beat up every year? It's not like I have to graze my cattle here.
Come back here, you traitor.
Enough talk. Get 'em, lads. Flank him!
Good! Smell like shit.
Nice strike! Now you're mine, you bastard!
Let him have it!
You jelly of bastard! Tell us, you ugly mother! Disgusting, stony, rotten
Let him have it!
Tell us, you ugly mother!
Help me with him!
Don't spare him!
Good! I need a bandage
to God
quick.
and the Blessed Virgin.
That's better.
I have to say, for a bunch of ordinary villagers, you fight well.
It ain't our first time, mate. And you held your own.
Well, I feel right at home in a fistfight. If you ever have another one planned...
I would happily kick Olbrum's ass 3 times a day. But he isn't getting any younger. Can't have him on my conscience, eh? It's more than enough that you helped us defend Takhov's honor. And don't think we don't know how to reward good deeds like that. We have a nice pile of groschen for you.
Thank you. And if those Jeliovites ever cause any more trouble, let me know.
Farewell.
Wake up!
Not a blood.
Come on!
This should stop it.
Quick!
I hope that's enough.
What's new around here?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Farewell, good sir.
Wake up! What are you staring at?
right
Back
now,
off before
or I'll
I
kick your
I'll show you.
No mercy!
I give up!
Defend yourself! This isn't over!
Get away with that weapon! Get out of here with that thing! You silly doggy.
Good day.
What do you have for... I'd like to discuss...
Sure. Aye, I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
Aye. I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them. Casper himself is deadly in his own right. A real beast, like I said. A vicious, cruel bastard who'll stop at nothing to get his way.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. And if you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye. I understand. Why is he hiding there, of all places?
Weren't you listening? It'll be bloody hard to find them there. And to make it there unnoticed will be damned near impossible. What's more, I heard they recently got their hands on a fine bit of loot. So I guarantee they'll be keeping close watch over it.
This is starting to sound more and more like a suicide mission.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you, lad.
So this Casper of yours, what can you tell me about him?
Yeah, he's a greedy old bastard, I'll tell you that. He'll sell his own soul for a couple of groschen, and he don't trust nobody. You touch his money, and you might as well dig your own grave.
And there's still people left in his gang?
Laugh all you want, lad. I once saw him kill a man in cold blood, just because he thought he'd skimmed off the loot.
And did he?
No. They didn't find anything. But but it didn't make much of a difference to the poor dead bloke.
That's everything I need to know.
Wait a mo. There's something of his I need you to bring me. To prove he's really gone.
Really? You still want to test me?
Old habits die hard. I want his ring. It's a big gold one.
Have a soft spot for trinkets, do you? Didn't expect that of you.
That fucker put it on every time he wanted to bash someone's teeth in. The edges are quite sharp, and I've got an old souvenir from him myself, just under my ear.
All right. If I come back in one piece, I'll bring you Casper's ring.
Take care for now.
Ka! Ka! Quick!
Whoa!
That weapon won't help you, bastard! Attack! Come and help us! Enough! I give up! Alert! You're mine!
I've been waiting for you.
There's no escape!
Beat you to a bloody pulp fucker! Take that!
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
Hurry up!
Greetings to you. Greetings. Oh.
Good morning to you.
Caspar is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring? Have you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
Do you think I could have it?
I don't know. I was going to keep it for myself, since the bastard left a scar on me with it. But all right, you rid the world of that bastard, so I suppose you deserve it.
Thanks, Guild. If Caspar was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
What's next for you?
Now? Serving Lord Sameen. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old. If it's not too late for me already. I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Likewise. And actually, here, managed to get a bit of silver out of Sameen. Lord knows you deserve it.
Thanks. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like to...
What do you want? See you soon, my friend.
What are you looking for?
I found this parchment close by, and if you ask me, it's a map to, well, something.
What, exactly? You can't leave me hanging like that.
All right, well, I'm hoping it's a treasure map that will lead me to my fortune.
Well, how about you show it to me? I'm pretty familiar with these parts. I might be able to help you.
Well, all this wandering has made my feet sore, but you'll give it back straight away. You got that? Or I'll lose my temper.
Don't worry.
Give it to me.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you've been deceived.
What?
This is no map.
What?
Well, I thought, and the line.
Fuck! You might as well keep it then.
I'm sorry.
Already.
You silly doggy.
Greetings, sir.
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
To your health, my friend.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He'd pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes. Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias didn't either. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Take care, friend.
Go! Quick! Ja! Go! Go!
You're a dead man.
Could this be the pier from Zdeněk's story? He said Matthias carried Kuba's body up the hill from here. Up to an old oak tree.
You won't get me!
Burn in hell!
Enough! Leave me be!
Well, there really is an old oak tree here. But what was the rest of the story? Something about smashing the axe on a rock. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path. A grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried, together with the silver axe. God in heaven.
This really is the axe.
All those years in the earth haven't treated it well. I hope I can fix it.
You're a wanted man around here, you thief! Halt!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got it in for you, scum. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
Say that again, and you'll be picking your teeth off the ground with your broken fingers.
But, Sacra! All right, easy. Let's just forget about it. Be on your way.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
It's almost finished.
I'd like something to eat. Excuse me.
What do you need, my friend?
I found the water goblin's silver axe.
What do you mean? What axe?
The one from your story. 2 brothers, a silver axe, a water goblin. One brother got the axe, the other got drowned. You know.
Wait, so you actually found it? Do you have it? I have to see it.
Here you go.
It's not possible. Where did you find it?
I just followed your story. I found the pier by the rock tower pond, then went up to the old oak tree, then the big stone beside the road.
It doesn't really look like a woodcutter's axe. Are you sure this is really it?
But you didn't say it was a woodcutter's axe. You only said the water goblin's axe was silver.
I did, but still. In all the years that story's been told, everyone thought it was just a fairy tale for children. It has 4 different endings nowadays. When Johann and Jalejov tells the tale, it's about 2 sisters, and the water goblin grants one of them a pair of silver slippers. The other sister was jealous, but she didn't bother with the water goblin. She found her sister straight away and pushed her off a cliff in Apollonia. It's the same story, but Johann gave it some extra colour. Best not go looking for the slippers too. Although, with your luck... Farewell, and wash up a bit.
Put that weapon away before I knock it out of your hand. Very good. And no more fooling around.
When Cora had enough, they went to see Annie for a bit.
What can I do for you?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
I'm afraid I've got bad news. I found the lads, but they were dead. They drowned.
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Such foolishness. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskovitz gravedigger know. He'll bury them.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge, above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That's why I'm here. The Miller Crazel from Lower Semin sent me.
Wonderful. He boasted he'd be sending a real tough fella this time, so I'm interested in seeing what you've got. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough money?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent! Then the fights can begin. Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right, then. I'll see what I can do.
Your love is clear to me when I see your
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
Forbidden? Why?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge of a whole bunch of girls. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody has made any problems for as long as I can remember.
And can't you just put your foot down? You're the local champion, but you let yourself be commanded by a woman. Everyone will laugh at you.
Someone's laughing at me for listening to my Dorothy? Call those fights. If they dare, I'll let my hands do the explaining.
Greetings, Kate.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see.
Knock his teeth out!
I'm wounded. Ich schleif dir...
Goodman, come here for a moment.
Why not?
God bless.
Good day.
You have a kind mum.
You gave me a beating. If you broke my Grazian finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks. Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do.
And now, pray.
You call yourself
Wipe the floor with him! You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I left you more than enough for next time. So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right?
The bet sounds...
That's what I like to see. Fight!
Show him that fall!
Go fuck yourself! I'll knock your whiskers right off your face.
Praise God.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
What will it be?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav...
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
Aye, we've got, and for how long?
I need to stay longer.
No problem, but you'll pay in advance.
Agreed. I'll pay. Here's the money.
Agreed then. The room's yours. Anyone can sleep like a king here. And if you're hungry, there's some food in the pot. What would you like?
Where can I find my room?
It's upstairs, right behind the stairs on the left. It's easy to find. There's a green wreath over the door.
Oh, you pooch.
Go!
Ka!
Ja! Go! Ja! Go! Quick! Ja! Quick!
Blessings to you. Lord, what would you like this fine morning?
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
Isn't it dangerous? What if someone wanted to rob you? Or worse?
It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw 2 vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
Show me your way.
I'd like to do something. Finally, great. I'm.
Glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend.
I'm gonna teach you a... Divine! You've got to be kidding.
How can I help you today?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? Ha! I'm too old. You. Wanker! Don't be a coward and attack.
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put 2 and 2 together.
What do you mean?
Ah, don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumors?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't think you did anything wrong to anyone.
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. The locals think the worst of me. They don't even try to hide it. But as soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running for help.
And you're more than happy to help them. Doesn't their behavior bother you?
It does. But at least they don't threaten to burn my hut down, which makes a pleasant change.
You said you could
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Show me some of those wrestling tricks of yours. How is it that you're so quick?
You just need to look into your opponent's eyes. As soon as he grimaces, frowns, or takes a deep breath, you know he's going to attack. It'll take some time, but I'll tell you what I know.
Ow! Are you trying to run me over, you idiot?
Nice and so. Whoa!
Lord be with you.
Why I went to argue with his tight-fisted family about the inheritance. You know how it is. I wasn't aware. Please accept my condolences. Of course.
My God. Why are you all covered in blood? What do you want?
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic, but yes, unfortunately. Once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Trotsky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
Let's get to the heart of the matter. Just tell me what needs to be done.
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration, then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task. But don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you, just run away. But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you'll cause a panic.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask about that.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Nothing. That's why I came to you.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know, then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the Crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it. Privies for the soldiers, but not a demon in sight. You must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right, my bad. I realised as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase leading to the tower. It must be the devil's work.
All right then. I'll take a look.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Another privy? The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumours are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower. That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, if this is another shitter...
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
If there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if I were you.
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off.
I'm sorry.
God bless.
I'm just making a fool of myself. Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise, the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think, I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
I feel like I've been possessed by a demon, and it's driving me to kick your arse.
Have you lost your sense of humour as well as your sense of smell? Try me, lad. You'll be leaving this castle on a stretcher.
We'll see about that. Nobody makes fun of me.
You're just a whiny, humourless little weakling. And soon enough, you'll have a busted lip. You're mine! I yield! Mercy!
Have you had enough?
Fuck! All right, enough.
I've got half a mind to shove your face in all three of those shitters, but I reckon this'll do.
Aye, I've had enough. Greetings to you.
Good day.
I came to tell you I found Nick Vard.
Will he come and pick up his medicine?
He won't need it anymore. He's dead.
My God! It must have been something more serious than indigestion, then. Demons?
No. He just overestimated his strength.
How sad. But thanks for telling me. I'll pray for his soul.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Don't worry. The Chamberlain is taking this very seriously. He sent me to take care of it.
My eyes and ears aren't what they used to be, but I still know everything that's going on around here. Be on the lookout for people walking arse first. That's how the demons disguise themselves, so you can't see their hollow inside.
All right. I'll keep an eye out. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the Maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the Maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir, and every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops. Take care now.
It's just
I'm sorry.
Like lounging about, sir.
I hope I'm doing this
I
right.
get the feeling life's passing me by, and that the Lord will be displeased at my idleness.
Even our Lord rested at the end of the week.
I observe the day of rest, but otherwise I'm always on the go. I'd feel bad if I wasn't.
Admirable. I
9.
hope you keep it up. But even so, I think you should slow down a bit.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Good to see you.
Do it. I hope I'm doing this right.
Greetings to you.
I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Why would it make you sick? That's just here's the money. Nothing so kind as to run along to the bathhouse.
Aye, come here.
Look what I have for you.
I hope I'm doing this right.
What was that murmur?
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. Oh, I hear the castle has always been connected to hell, but nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. Farewell.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
It's already started.
A little more here.
Iron mills have nothing to do with dying, though, do they?
I should do it.
Of course not. We already have a master smithy and labourer, but we need someone who knows how to drum up business.
Oh, I see. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. It's not that far. And if I
I'm
put in a
always
good
glad
word,
to see
I'm sure he'll
people
do
like
well.
you. I'd be truly indebted to you. And if it works out, I'll make it worth your while, of course.
Don't mention it. We're friends, aren't we? And who knows when I'll need something from you.
Hey, you can't just walk around here without permission. That's right.
Back to hell with you. A little more here. Back to hell with you.
Good to see you.
I apologize.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those screams.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well, but it didn't exactly end well.
All the quarrels and strife were brought here by the demons. Things should quieten down now.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trotsky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward.
Does the name Nick Vard Libak ring a bell?
Yes, but I haven't seen him for a long time. What about him?
Nick Vard is lying dead outside Trotsky Castle walls, where the guardhouse privies are. He apparently overestimated his strength while, on his little excursion.
Are you serious? My God. I'll send someone there immediately.
Good afternoon.
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
Tend to my wounds, prepare me a bath, and wash my clothes, please.
All right. but money up front.
I'll gladly pay you.
You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class. I hope you'll only need a bath next time, sir. Those wounds of yours need to heal up first.
Good boy.